Young Thug denied bond in RICO case. Was that just him or Gunna as well?
Gunna as well.
They both were denied bond at a hearing on Wednesday following a Monday indictment that charged him as well as Gunna and 26 other alleged members of the YSL crew with felony conspiracy to violate the RICO.
I've been getting a shit ton of messages, DMs, etc., saying that we on our last pod wish these gentlemen well, which I think they do deserve well wishes, but we maybe mistakenly left out the well wishes to all the other families and people that were affected by some of the potential or alleged stuff that was going on with these gentlemen. So people were hitting me saying basically, because we're in a hip hop community, I don't think that's why we did it, but that's why they feel we did it. That we just like, throw out thoughts and prayers to them and say that they were targeted and that they were almost
getting picked on.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people are saying, like, people that are down in Georgia area saying that they ran a nice little operation for double-digit years and some of the alleged charges are in fact warranted. So if we're going to give them thoughts and prayers, then we need to give thoughts and prayers to all the other families that were potentially affected.
And to that, you say what?
I agree. If other people's families were affected by somebody's disdain, negligence, whatever the case may be, then thoughts and prayers need to go out to those families as well.
Well, that's why me and Parks always say thoughts and prayers to all parties involved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we cover
That's
the board.
the key.
Like, it's to everybody affected by this on either side of the coin.
And maybe we didn't say that in this particular instance, and I apologize
my bad.
if that's not clear. Of course, we never want to overlook what victims and victims' families may have went through.
Yeah.
But we don't.
Yeah,
know
but
that.
that's also not public information.
Yeah, I'm saying
Right.
we don't know that.
None of that is public information.
It's all,
and this is a public platform with millions of people listening.
When you start to read about it, it is. When you start to read about it. Because I ain't jump into it. Like, when they start telling me, I was like, really? Oh, damn. And I looked up, and it's right
But
there.
where you read this from where?
Again, it's all allegations, so I don't even want to put the allegations out.
But that's our point.
But hear me out. If you wanted to find them, they are there. That's what I'm saying. If you want to find the allegations, they're there. They listed the boys' charges. They got a list of all their charges. If you wanted to find what they were accused of, you could. And as a platform, we could potentially look it up.
Ish, we see what they're accused of.
I know.
That don't say anything. Of course, prayers to anybody who's lost a family member.
There you go. That's all.
But that's not all, because that's separate from this until that's proven to be associated with this. And I'm never coming on my platform to do that to niggas. I'm not doing that. I'm not just putting bodies on people.
Who said that? Nobody said that. I didn't say that. I said potentially was one of the main words I used. I said allegedly was another one of the main words I used. And I said if these gentlemen had any hand in some people's...
I know that when you say allegedly, for a large part of people reading that word don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just there. So,
or they think you're just using it as
so again,
PC
yes,
word or something.
Thoughts and prayers to anybody that has lost a family member related to this or related to anything else. But the conversation I was having is the same conversation that I've been consistently having here, which is hip-hop artists are being targeted. Mm-hmm. That don't exonerate them from whatever they do in their private, personal time. I don't know. I often come in here and say, I don't speak to the street shit. So I'm going to have a different perspective and a different angle. But watching that DA, if you don't think that their name was attached for reasons outside of their own behavior, then, I mean, I don't know what to tell nobody.
It's possible. Could be. Again, I just...
That DA looked very happy to announce...
of course you would be. Why wouldn't you be?
These acts as
Yeah.
a part of
I mean,
this.
if any time they bring it down somebody in organized crime, again, we from the same hood. When them niggas be infiltrating, quote unquote, sex in areas where you start giving your crew a name, it be public enemy number one. They want to bring down the group. In our hoods, they brought down mad niggas when we was young, and they publicly announced that they was happy as fuck to do so.
I think the real culture shock is going to come from whatever her next 5 moves are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've seen the worst of it. I don't think that at all.
She up there like she just getting started.
What I will change my stance on though is, and not really, but kind of, sort of, a little bit. While I don't think that lyrics should be used in court, if you niggas are just writing it all in the verse,
That's what Ice been saying.
That's what I've been saying the entire
yeah, but
time.
I still don't think they should be used in court.
So my thing is, you saying that it looked like she happy and she just getting started.
I said that.
I mean,
Well, I said she's just getting started.
to some citizens, they might be happy. It's two sides to all these coins. You get what I'm saying? Like, to some citizens, they may be happy that this is happening, and they hope she just getting started. To certain citizens, depending on what side of the spectrum you looking from or what lens you looking from.
Explain. I don't understand what you mean.
If you're a potential victim of activities that these men are being accused of, and if it
Or if you just
comes true,
Or if you're just in that certain area that they've been allegedly like terrorizing.
yeah,
or something,
certain things that are
we
happening.
all know a nigga from the hood or something where it's like,
Or people
glad
from the hood.
these niggas off the street.
Yeah, communities. Or
Is everybody in this room on the side of crime should be eliminated as a business?
yeah,
I don't understand your question. You gotta elaborate a little bit.
persecution more so than crime. I think is because
Elaborate.
crime is going to be a business. Like there's people are going to be stealing and scamming and hustling. I think you're talking about prosecution of.
That's not what you mean. Is
No.
it?
Oh,
No. I mean
I'm
the
lost.
business of crime. Like Ish keeps
Jails and
saying,
shit.
no.
See, I don't know.
That's
what you mean.
not ours. That's not our business. I'm talking about what they deem to be crimes, what many people in the hoods make a living doing. Whatever that is. Crime.
Oh, it depends.
And
It
the
depends
business of underworld crime.
I think it's a me personally. I think it's a case by case basis. I think it depends on what acts you're committing, because I don't fuck with that. Like, somebody selling somebody fentanyl is a crime. But somebody selling oxys, making mad money and fucking niggas up is not a crime. So it depends. I think it's a case by case basis.
Got it.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I think certain things that are being done in the underworld could be crime. But then I think other shit that's being done in the underworld that somebody else is doing just because they got a license to do it or just because they got billions of dollars backing them, I think it's bullshit. Weed is a prime example of how many motherfuckers throughout the duration of time have been locked up for weed. You taking fathers out of households for weed. That had an exponential effect, negative effect on their kids. Now all of a sudden y'all want to put a license on it. Now y'all could tax it. Now y'all could do all these other things, and now it magically poof is fucking legal.
Seen the same shit happen with alcohol.
Exactly, but they used to tell us weed fuck up your brain cells. Now magically it don't fuck up your brain cells when some white people put a stamp on it and can make some tax money off of it. I think that's bullshit. So it depends on which crime you're talking about if I think it's legal or illegal.
Crime has supported you throughout parts of your life, yes or no?
Absolutely.
1000%.
Wholeheartedly.
How cognizant of you were the people on the flip side of that coin?
It's a few things I just don't fuck with. Like, I don't really fuck with thievery. I think that when you steal something from somebody, their kids could potentially suffer from you stealing from it. Their family could potentially suffer from you
I
stealing.
don't like some of your takes.
So
Do you know that?
I don't like some of yours neither, nigga. What's your point?
Yours are nastier.
That's definitely subjective. You best be fucking clear.
Yours are nasty.
That's a double entendre.
Oh, please. I come here to say what? K-pop isn't the greatest. Like, what are you talking
No,
about?
there have been
What are you
other
talking
shit that
about?
you are said that have said that I was like, that's not true. But
My thoughts on the thievery shit, and then you can go back.
ask me a question.
But I say it all the time. If you stole my car, you stole some shit out my car, while I'm going to be mad, I take the emotions out. I'm assuming that guy needed it a little more than me. So my thoughts on thievery is just different from
Depends on
yours,
thievery,
I guess.
too.
fine.
Yeah,
It's some
that's
niggas
it.
that steal for sport. It's some niggas that's up that still be stealing. They may not need it more than me. It's niggas that make a living off of thievery that are multi-millionaires.
But what?
So they may not need my shit more than me. It's niggas that steal cars and ship them overseas. My man and them was doing. Stealing cars, shipping them overseas, killing them. Living a great life.
That's a talent and a skill.
I need my car more than them. I can't get to work for the next 3 months and lose my job.
Don't
I might
take-
not have had insurance on my car and couldn't do that.
Don't take away from the skill set involved.
You
to
said
be
they
able to-
needed it more than me. Stay at this goalpost.
Well, no, you
What
moved the goalpost. But I'm talking about it's rich niggas that's stealing, and now you're there.
No.
I'm talking about the majority, and the majority, well, I can't speak to that. But I was speaking about the people that needed it more. So don't try to say I moved the goalpost.
And I'm telling you, there are instances where there are thieves that make a living off of stealing that may not need their shit more than somebody they stole it from.
These Ponzi scheme ass niggas out here. Who
They
make
may
a
not need the
entire-
shit. No, we're going to stay on something real small. A nigga got his car stolen. The nigga's doing bad. He might not have car insurance. His car got stolen by somebody that has more money than him. Now he has to find a new car somehow because he don't have insurance. So he don't have no insurance to fall back on to get a new car. Now what?
What do you mean now what?
The nigga that stole his car has more.
I feel bad for that guy.
I know. But the nigga that stole it don't. He
And-
got a bag from it.
And that's the happenings on Earth. And that's what happens here.
Yo,
What?
you'll be the best field goal kicker in the world.
Because you're saying now what? And it's
'Cause
like, yo,
you said they
here.
needed
We're
it
gonna
more
encounter
than
the
me.
lie. You better be prepared to encounter everybody. You're gonna encounter the thief, the liar, the murderer. You're gonna encounter them all.
It's not what we talking about. We on our subject, we talking about people doing shit for crime. And I said I've never been big on thievery. You said you didn't like my stance, and you said the nigga might have needed it more than me. I gave you an example
No, you gave
where
me
they
an
didn't.
example of your fucking multi-million-dollar car ring, and I'm just talking about the nigga that's walking up blocks stealing vehicles. Yes, those two people are in different positions.
What's he?
Exactly. Go ahead.
What's the one that's just walking up and down the block stealing a car for?
Because he needs a car.
No, because he might
No,
need to
'cause
joyride in my shit.
Oh, you think most niggas are stealing cars to joyride?
I'm from Newark, New Jersey,
and I'm
Joe.
from Jersey City.
Exactly, and so we had a fucking pandemic where niggas were stealing cars to joyride and get chased by the cops on purpose.
Okay, but that's not the majority.
That was the majority of the car thieves in our neighborhood.
Not the majority. Newark is home of the fucking chop shop. Stop it, yo. Stop
Bruh.
it. Stop it. Y'all invented the chop shop. Y'all didn't invent stolen car
And
racetracks.
most of the niggas that was stealing cars in our neighborhood were not taking them to the chop shops to chop them up.
Okay, today, current times,
I don't
what do
know.
you think is
I'm
happening?
46.
Oh, no,
You
they're
do
going- they're
know.
going
Yes,
down-
you do.
they're going- they're going
Yes, you
on-
do.
they're going in the
See,
container now.
That's why I don't fuck
I
with you.
don't
'Cause
know.
when you're-
No,
the
they're going in the
argument's starting-
container now.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
no. You're from Newark.
But that's
But I'm saying he said today what's happening.
What's that little song you had? I'm from Newark. Newark.
Corey, you can't attest to what I'm saying?
Corey doesn't have a microphone, and Corey.
He's
don't get
my
me started
age.
on Corey. Please don't get me started on Corey.
So, but look, even back to your point where they getting them chopped up. They getting them chopped up. They got more money than the nigga they potentially stole them from. He needs his car more than they fucking needed it. That was your original point.
You be playing both sides of a coin, and I don't like it. I don't like it. In one breath, you tell me about all the crime that you have potentially allegedly committed. You tell me about all the things that your network has done in their past, in their lives, all of your friends. You tell me about the environment you grew up in, the neighborhood, how you endorse some of these things, and then you come on here with all this fucking law-abiding citizen bullshit.
One, you wrong and you wrong again. You asked me a question, my nigga. I answered your question. Because you don't like my fucking answer, that don't make me wrong.
Okay.
That's it. Fuck is you talking about? So, yeah, I've committed crimes in my life for the benefit of some capital gain. Yes, I have.
I think we all have.
Speak for yourself.
Nigga.
Nigga, I was stealing honey buns and shit. Nigga, I was hungry. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm stealing out the little Asian store.
Enough, Daddy.